Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 3. Today we want to presentation the result of our group discussion. And the topic is about critical journal review. But before that, first of all, let us to introduction our team. My name is Amira Putri Wahyuzan as a moderator.
My name is Alexius Pater Santoso as presentator.
My name is Anggara Herdian as a presentator from Group 3.
My name is Deborah as a presentator.
My name is Divel Dora Purba as presentator.
My name is Morara Mazara as presentator.
My name is Naswa Aprilia Putri as a presentator.
Okay, for the first material will delivered by Alexius. To Alexius, place and time, it's yours.
For the first, journal identity. Original title: Business Communication in the Transport Sector for Sustainable Territorial Development. Publication years 2022. Author: Svetlana Piskorskaya, Igor Kovalev, Anna Vorosilova, and Dmitry Borovinsky. Published by Elsevier B.V. Volume 61, ISSN 200 3052 until 100 4065. And then Chapter 2, Journal Summary. Abstract. The article explores many categories that could be applied to corporate communication in the transportation industry, both from a broad theoretical perspective and in respect to the transportation industry using the example of railroad transportation. The degrees of organizational culture are outlined. It was discovered that Russian Railways' effort to improve business communication saw evidence of all three organizational culture creation phase. Such action, which support sustainable territorial development, were found to be essential for all communication topics in the transportation industry.
Thanks to Alexius. For the next material will delivered by Deborah. To Deborah, place and time, it's yours.
Introduction. In the transportation industry, all forms of communication are typically geographically dispersed and involved in complex interactions. While the choice of channels, technique used, and communication style depends on the intelligence and individual traits of the subjects of communication. In the transportation industry, business communications can be categorized on a variety of criteria. First, based on the subjects of communication within the organization, personnel, group, professional qualification and organizational characteristics, social roles, and etc. Second, at the place or territory of implementation. Internal, the sites of communication are within the framework of one organization or sphere, and external, one of the parties refers to the subjects of the external environment of the organization or sphere. Third, based on the topics of communication with parties outside the company, such as the organization's position in the market, future prospects, current phases of development, etc. Fourth, by source of regulation of the communication process. Formal, carried out on the basis of established written instructions, guidelines, etc. And informal, carried out based on oral norms and rules. 5. According to the purpose of communication, service of substantive activity, clarification of production contradictions, familiarizing the partner with his opinion, knowledge, acquiring knowledge from the partner, etc. 6. On the subject of communication, joint activities, obtaining information, etc. 7. Through communication channels, verbal, nonverbal, electronic. 8. By time, long-term, short-term, periodic, etc. 9. In real time or oral communication, telephone, online, and time sharing or writing information offline. 10. By specifics that affect the content, process, parameters of communications. Industry-specific features of communication and functional and managerial features of communications or communications in the top, middle, and the main level of the organization, etc. The information shown illustrates the systemic nature and range of business communications topics. This intricate, multifaceted phenomenon is linked to a particular set of standards, guidelines, and communication strategies. Partners view their appropriate comprehension, acceptance, and observance by all communication subjects as a positive aspect, and they recognize their insufficiency as a distraction that can alter the consequence and results of business interactions. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thanks to Deborah. For the third material will delivered by Maura. To Maura, place and time, it's yours.
Alright, thanks for the opportunity. Now I will explain about the next material, which is the methods of the journal. Of course, many fields of activity have their own methods, norms, and rules of communication, which are embedded in corporate or organization culture. Organization culture is a set of norms, values, beliefs, ritual, and patterns of behavior characteristic of a particular organization. These values and traditions are shared by all members in the organization, so the culture is perceived by them as a whole. Organization culture is multi-layered. Several levels can be distinguished in it, reveal its various aspects, superficial, intermediate, and deep. The surface level of culture is represented by corporate identity, like the external symbol, the emblem, and the uniform. The intermediate level of culture consists accepted values, belief, and myth. Corporate values are understood as patterns of behavior. The example of organization values can be found in organization of communication, adherence to rules of conduct, attitude toward work, and the professional ethics. Values can be remain unchanged for a long time, even if the corporate renew the composition of the manager and the employee. Values, legend, myth, and external framework of culture from the deep level of company's culture is mission and philosophy. Let us consider the level of organization culture by using the example from transport sector, which is rail transport. That's all from me. I'll give it back to moderator.
Thanks to Maura. For the next material will delivered by Anggara. To Anggara, place and time, it's yours.
So, the result is the Russian rail transport market is monopolized by ZSC Russian Six Railways, a fully government-controlled entity. This creates a lack of competition, leaving consumers with no other options for railway transportation. And Russian Railways branding a corporate identity essential to its success, with a concise and easily recognizable logo in bright red color, chosen to symbolize dynamism and innovation. The company's values include skill, integrity, and renewal, and it encourages employees to adhere to these values. The company codes of conduct outlines the principles of behavior for employees and managers, including how they interact with clients, investors, and competitors. As well, as their social responsibility to resolve crisis situations. Holding companies are encouraged to communicate transparently and with sincerity, utilizing various methods such as meetings, negotiations, press releases, and interviews. As the largest carrier of the Russian railway network, Russian railways hold a significant role in the country's transportation industry. The company's corporate identity, including its logo and branding, is crucial to its success. The logo, with bright red letters R and ZD separated by a slash, represents dynamism and innovation. The company values skill, integrity, and renewal, and it expects its employees to follow these values. The code of conduct outlines in the company's principle of behavior and characterizes its relations with various entities, including clients, investor competitors, and government's representatives. Social responsibility is also emphasized, and the company encourages transparency and open communication with stakeholders, such as the media and local administration. By following these principles, Russian Railways aims to strengthen their cohesion, increase efficiency, and enhance its prestige. So, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thanks to Anggara. For the next material will delivered by Naswa. To Naswa, place and time, it's yours.
I will continue explaining the result and discussion. Considering the modern corporate communication channels, online his communication should be emphasized. Website and mobile application can be considered as such. You can use our website and mobile application to buy and return ticket, reserve seat, and more. In this way, the holding not only develops a culture of corporate communication, but also build effective corporate communication on all possible communication topics. An important prerequisite for implementing an organization the culture is the functioning of the corporate press. Russian Railways Holding has about 15 street newspaper, also known as local newspaper. Each is active in a particular street sector and is a branch of the Good Publishing Company. In addition to corporate coverage, sports, sponsorship, and loyalty programs are used to maintain a positive image of the holding company. Russian Railways is the main sponsor of Lokomotiv Football Club in Moscow and Lokomotiv Hockey Club. Russian Railways participate in the preparation of important events for Russia, such as the World Summer Universiade in Kazan, and by actively participating in such events, the holding company demonstrates its role in the implementation of state projects, support sport and a healthy lifestyle, and benefit from an improved image.
Thanks to Naswa. For the next material will delivered by Diva. To Diva, place and time, it's yours.
I will explain about the conclusion. Therefore, as part of its corporate social responsibility strategy, Russian Railway is positioning itself as a socially responsible company working with interested target groups, state, shareholders, company employees, consumers, and service providers. Charity, organized by the non-profit foundations Transsoyuz and Quality Control, were selected as separate area. Every year, company official website publish a social report that reveals key indicators of the company's work. Russian Railway is one of the country's largest employers. The activity of Russian Railway in building business communication demonstrates the presence of all three levels organizational culture formation. First, superficial, second, intermediate, And third, depth has a clear goal. It is plain, diversified, and bring results in the form of a generally positive image of the holding in Russian society. Thus, based on the example of effective building of business communication by the Russian Railway Holding, it can be concluded that such activities are necessary of all subjects of communication in the transport sector. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thanks to Diva. For the next material will delivered by me. Okay, I will explain the material about advantage and disadvantage of the journal. But first, I will tell you the advantage of this journal. The advantage of this journal, first, the criticized research journal entitled Business Communication in the Transport Sector for Sustainable Territorial Development has complete identity such as ISSN, publicity, publisher, and the author. And the second is, systematic the writing of this journal is also quite well arranged and clear, starting from the title of the research, author's name, abstract, introduction, methods, result and discussion, as well as conclusion, practice, and equipped with keywords in the research. The next material is about disadvantage journal. Basically, this journal describes and explains the content of information quite clearly and informatively, but the way of delivery and language is difficult to understand and confuses ordinary readers. In conveying information, this journal doesn't complete a theory review or footnotes and the picture to make it easier for readers to analyze or read the content of the journal. Then finally, the abstract isn't explain clearly the overall purpose of the journal. I think that's all for me, and thank you. Okay, before we closing our presentation today, I will tell you the conclusion of our presentation today. The conclusion is, critical journal review is an activity to criticize journal to find out the strength and weakness of the journal. But from systematic of writing, use of language, content, and appearances or cover of the journal. This is done so that the criticized journal can be revised to be better again, and for readers to adjust the journal suitable for reading so as not to choose the wrong references reading material. Okay, I think that's all for our presentation group. We're closing this presentation with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.